Guten Tag, I'm Yovel Zussman and I can't wait to play for Alba Berlin. I think about myself that I'm a pretty good defender. My role in Maccabi was mainly on the defensive end, but I think that I'm also a very good offensive player, and I know I'm gonna show it on this season and hopefully many more to come. Practice with Carlos in Fuenlabrada in Madrid and in Gran Canaria both in Spain with him. So he knows me, I know him, and he's amazing coach. So I felt like we worked out for 2 weeks. I felt like in these 2 weeks I improved my game a lot, although just 2 weeks. And I like the fact that he didn't know that I can do some stuff that I didn't show in my game yet. So that's a good step in the right direction. Yeah. I knew Luis Olinde. We were together on Top 100 camp. It's a camp in the States for the top 100 players of high school. I didn't really talk to him a lot, but when we went to Gran Canaria in Spain together this past summer, we get to know each other much better. Chris Kumaji, also I know him. He was also in the Fuenlabrada and Gran Canaria. And of course, Tamir Blat. He's Israeli, so I would say that we almost like feeling like brothers to each other because we know each other so good, and we can talk only with the eyes. We don't need to speak because we know each other so well. But I've been playing against a lot of players. With Maccabi, I know, of course, Luke Sikma. I know Jonas Madisek, Malte Dilo. I was working with him today morning, but I was against him in the EuroLeague also. Ben Lammers. Almost the whole team I played against, so I think it would be good. It would be good. I'm from a city 30 minutes north to Tel Aviv. That's probably Tel Aviv and Jerusalem is the most known cities in Israel. It's called Netanya. I began at age 6. First practice, I scored 5 baskets, and I just fell in love with that, and I just wanted to be the best and wanted to improve all the time since I was young. So it was like a click, and immediately after that. Then I played for 1.5 years in an academy of some part of Israel. After that, 12th grade, I played for Maccabi, youth team and senior team. Then I was for 1 year. Then I was 1 year on loan in the 2nd division in Israel, in a team called Ra'anana. And after that, I played 4 years straight in Maccabi Tel Aviv. Mainly I like to read books. I'm not a crazy guy. I'm not going to parties or bars. I'm usually chilling at my apartment and taking the time for myself. Mainly like books on the personal stuff to improve your personality and this kind of stuff. I really like psychology because I feel like a person is not only like his body, it's what's inside his mind and his brain, and whatever he says to himself, that's eventually what he shows out, So I really like this part also. And then also one thing that I know in Germany it's very, very common. I heard that it's cost less than water. I heard that the beer is cost less than water. So that's it's not true. Okay, so but it's close. It's pretty close. No? Okay, so maybe back then. But I like beer a lot, but not getting wasted or getting crazy. I just like the taste of the beer sometimes. So every once in a while, I will do it.
He's a receiver. Booker releases from his man, but it's easy pickings for Yovel Zussman, who helps himself to an uncontested fast break layup.
Stolen away by Zussman. Gets it back. Oh, and jammed in Macalero.
Sport without fans, it's not really sport for me, at least. There is no this enjoyment. There is no like the fans. They make the whole like emotions for me. So back in Tel Aviv, our record was with the fans before Corona. In the EuroLeague season, it was 16-1, and in the Corona season, it was like 50-50, like percentage-wise. So it says a lot that the team, the crowd, the fans, the crowd, they maybe it's not like written on the stats that they make points, but they make a lot of points by cheering us and giving us the good momentum. And I'm really looking forward. I heard there is a lot of also Israelis, so I hope hopefully they will also come to the games. But I want to meet whoever, you know. I don't judge or whatever. I want as much fans to come. So I'm really looking forward for that. I feel like so many good players developed here. So as soon as I heard there is very like interest and offer, really interest and offer, I felt like that's the place I want to be. You know, a lot of players in my position and in all positions that came here young, like I can say like Giedraitis and Fontecchio and Hermansson, and a lot of players are developed from here. So I feel like it's a very good place for me to get developed and showcase my abilities. I want to win the German Cup. I want to win the German Championship. I want to qualify to the top 8. I know it's a big statement, I would say, but you know, for me, if you compete, you gotta compete to be the best. You cannot compete to be the second best, you know. And we are a young team, and we have some veterans on the team. We need to take it step by step, but I feel like there's a lot of potential of the team. A lot of players that understand the games and know where to be at the right time and where to pass, and they know what's going to happen before it's happening. And you know, for me, in the past, when I played in Maccabi, like the goal was always to be number 1, whether it's in Israel, to win the cup, to win the championship, to qualify to the top 8. So I don't know nothing else. For me, to play basketball or whatever I'm doing, I want to be the best. I cannot be the second best. You know, and if I did whatever I could, 100% of my ability, okay, I'm okay with that because I did whatever I could. You know?